1. In 1892, Juan Luna, famous Filipino painter of 400 masterpieces, was involved in a bloody murder at their Paris home. The victims: his wife, Paz Pardo de Tavera, and his mother-in-law. It is said that extreme jealousy forced Luna to pull the trigger. He was later acquitted of the crime. 2. The late President Corazon Aquino, as well as the EDSA People Power Revolution, are best remembered through the iconic yellow ribbon. However, she once admitted that red was actually her first favorite. Her association with the yellow color started when some friends suggested the song, "Tie a Yellow Ribbon," for Ninoy's homecoming. 3. Dubbed as the Number Fever, the promo offered by Pepsi Cola Products Philippines promised to give away 1 million pesos to whoever would get a bottle cap with the numbers 349 printed on it. As it turned out, there was a technical glitch. Pepsi accidentally printed 800,000 caps with the winning numbers. In the end, the company spent more than 200 million pesos to pay up to 500,000 disappointed claimants. The case of the infamous Pepsi 349 inches fiasco was finally closed in 2006. 4. A former journalist, Archibald Willingham Butt was a well-known military aide and advisor to U.S. Presidents William Howard Taft and Theodore Roosevelt. He joined the army who fought during the Spanish-American War. After the war ended, he was assigned to the Philippines as a volunteer and later promoted to assistant quartermaster with the rank of captain. He stayed in Manila until July 1903. In 1912, after a short trip to Europe, Butt embarked on the Titanic to return to the U.S. Sadly, he was one of the victims who perished when the ship sank. His body was never recovered. 5. Jazz Cola is a brand of cola produced by Coca-Cola Company exclusively for the Philippine market. The beverage is only available in the Philippines and made for an even more specific market, people in the Visayas, which is a group of islands in the middle of the Philippines. As a result, Jazz Cola has reportedly fueled Visayan pride among its teen consumers. 6. After 35 years and 6 presidents, the Aluling Bridge was finally completed on March 25, 2013. Its construction first started in 1978, but due to a host of factors such as unpredictable weather and difficulty of navigating the river, the completion was delayed for more than 3 decades. Aluling Bridge connects the provinces of Ilocos Sur and the Mountain Province. 7. Discovered off Palawan Island in the western sector of the Sulu Sea Basin, this harmless shark stands out because of its scientific name. Gollum sulunsis was named after the Philippine Sea where it was discovered, and Gollum, the famous fictional character from The Lord of the Rings. Compared to its cousin, the New Zealand Gollum shark G. attenuatus, the Sulu Gollum shark has a darker, plainer and less contrasted coloration, softer body, shorter and broader snout, smaller spiracle, larger pectoral fin, wider head, as well as larger proportions of the nostril, mouth and interorbital space. 8. In February 2005, Ka Andres and Ka Jose, 2 members of the NPA, New People's Army, exchanged vows in a symbolic ceremony held in the Compostela Valley province in Mindanao. In addition to a choir which serenaded the two with revolutionary love songs, the event was also participated by their comrades and few close friends. During the wedding, the two held each other's hand while keeping a bullet in the other to represent their commitment to the armed struggle. 9. Originally known as Surging, the dog was later renamed Avante, to avoid offending Sergio Osmeña Jr., who was a Cebu mayor at that time. Avante, along with his owner Marcelino Nuya, helped save Nestor Mata, the only survivor of the plane crash that killed the late President Ramon Magsaysay. For their heroic roles in the tragedy, the two received gold medals from the Philippine Constabulary PC and various government officials. Avante also received recognition from an animal rights group. 10. Agta Negritos are indigenous people in Luzon who, in the 1970s, competed with a reticulated phyton for their main sources of food, namely Philippine deer, Philippine warty pigs, and long-tailed macaques. 11. Magsaysay was the 3rd president to be buried in the Manila North Cemetery. Interestingly, he's the one who renamed the Republic Memorial Cemetery into the present day, Libingan ng Mga Bayani, in 1954. Lesson learned: a person's legacy is far greater than his burial place. A noble president and a hero can be buried anywhere. 12. Yes, there's such a thing as Ivaton, winter, minus the snow, of course. According to anthropologist Francisco A. Dater of UP, Diliman, Batanes, is classified as having type of climate, a pleasant semi-temperate climate. The Ivatans recognize 2 seasons: Ryan, summer, which lasts from March to May, and Amient, winter, from November to February. Kachachimuyan as the rainy months throughout the rest of the year, interrupted by a brief spell of warm weather Diki Orion in the 2 weeks between September and October. The winter, as most Ivotans would like to call it, can have temperatures as low as 7 degrees Celsius. 13. In 2012, a 4 feet tall statue of the boy was unveiled at Estancia Central Elementary School to honor the 12-year-old grade 6 pupil who sacrificed his life to save others. 14. His discovery saved millions, yet he was never paid a single cent. Thus sums up the sad story of Abelardo Aguilar, the Filipino physician who helped discover erythromycin and made his employer filthy rich yet was never duly compensated nor recognized for his efforts. A doctor from Iloilo, Aguilar worked for the pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly and Company as a researcher. Then in 1949, he submitted samples of his work to the company's research team who in 1952 declared the discovery of a new kind of antibiotic. 15. Politics, people and places. Today I learned last updated the 1st of April 2022. In the late 1930s, President Manuel Quezon implemented an open door policy which transformed Manila into a safe haven for over 1,000 Jewish refugees persecuted by the Nazis. At that time, almost no country in the world was willing to keep refugees from Nazi Germany. But thanks to President Quezon's altruism, 1,200 Jews narrowly escaped the Holocaust, exactly the same number of people saved by Oskar Schindler from the brink of death, and would later inspire the 1993 Oscar-winning film, Schindler's List.